Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my survival series. This is episode 3. In the last episode, I built this cool new base compared to my trash witch hut, and today I will be designing the interior of this base, trying to build a mob farm, and maybe or may not failing, and building a nice little bridge to fish off of in front of my house. If you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe so I can make more episodes in the future. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so in the last episode, I upgraded my house to this castle-looking thing over here, since all I really have access to is a bunch of stone, because can't really get more than one wood type since I'm on an island. But yeah, I built this nice little castle. Today I'm going to be designing the interior and making this storage room, so let me just use the power of editing and... Alright, the storage room is all complete, and I kind of started organizing the chests a little bit, but not very much. So I placed my furnace and crafting table, and yeah, the base is starting to come together. Okay, to design the interior of the house, I'm going to need a lot more deep slate, so let's mine some of that right now. Alright, so we mined out a solid little chunk here, and we got ourselves a little over 3 stacks, so I think that's going to be good for the interior. Alright, we are back at the base. Now I think I'm going to make some smooth deep slate bricks, and then definitely some deep slate tiles, because I love the look of both of those. And now we're going to replace this floor with either deep slate bricks or tiles. I guess I still have to choose, but let's do that. Alright, all done, and is looking much better in here. I love the look of the deep slate bricks. Alright, now we're going to need some wood for the house, so let's chop some of that real quick. Alright, that should be good, because we don't want to get too much wood. Okay, let's make some planks, and then I think I want to decorate this space with a nice big painting. So let's do that. It's perfect. Alright, now I want to get started on the bedroom, which is going to be the second floor. Alright, so I think I want my bed to be somewhere in this back corner. I don't really know what I want to do yet, but I'm going to do something with these stairs. And why are they floating? Okay, so I'm an idiot, as always, and I remembered you can't place something off of bottom slabs. So I'm going to have to make something out of deep slate tiles. So let's see what I figure out. Alright, so I kind of came up with something like this. I want to be able to incorporate some stairs into here, but I still need to figure out how to do that, so yeah. And for the ceiling of this floor, I kind of left it open so that I can place some glass up there and kind of have a skylight. I think that'll look pretty cool, so I'm smelting about a stack of glass right now, and when that's done, I'll place it there. Alright, well, all the glass is on the ceiling and it's looking pretty good, so let's finish the interior. I'm going to need some leaves because who doesn't love greenery, so let's get some of that. And I think I could do something with these vines too, so let's bring some of these back. Alright, so let's put some kind of around here to add a little greenery to the outside, and also some right here. And I also want some on the inside, so let's put some in the corner right here and add some vines on top, and let's also put vines on top of the storage room. And now let's put some on top of the furnace because why not? Alright, here's the ladder to the third floor. Please let me know in the comments some ideas for this third floor because I have no idea what to do. And I'll probably pick one of the comments, so yeah, let me know. Alright, so I got the idea from one of my friends to build a mob farm, which I think is a very good idea because I've never built a mob farm before. And I want to see what the experience is like. So shout out to Burt Bros. You can go subscribe to him. He makes great content. But yeah, he's the one who gave me the idea to build a mob farm, so we're going to get some supplies for that. Alright, so we did some more mining, and we got a little bit over 2 stacks of cobbled deep slate. Never mind, 3. So let's just hope that's enough, and let's get started on this build. So this should be about everything I need for the build. We need some trapdoors, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But yeah, I built this little bridge out to the spot where I want to start, so let's get to building. crap, I almost just died. Oh, let's try to avoid that happening again. Okay, so I very greatly underestimated the amount of tools I would need for this, so I'm gonna have to get some more pretty soon. Alright, got most of the floor done. Now we gotta build the walls. Alright, so I also finished up the ceiling in the process and then added the trapdoors here. And now I just gotta add the water because then we'll be pretty much done and we can test this thing out. So yeah, let's add the water. Alright, so I was a little bit of an idiot and decided not to light up the mob farm, and it was nighttime. So, So somehow I messed something up again, and the mobs fall to their death when they come down the chute, and they're supposed to be at half a heart. As you can see, they fall to their death, so I did something wrong again. Alright, I'm just gonna start a new project, and I'm gonna make a bridge in front of my house for fishing and stuff, and I think it'll be pretty cool, so let me chop some trees for some wood. Okay, I am completely out of coal, so I need to grab some of this. Jeez, that was nerve-wracking. Alright, so today we are going to work on the bridge slash dock slash fishing dock in front of my house. So we need to make a bunch of campfires for the flooring. You'll see why in a second. Let's get rid of these bony boys. So I lost the recording of building the bridge, but yeah, this is basically what it looks like. I'm gonna add some lanterns on here quick, and then these barrels for extra storage. I think it looks pretty nice. I really like the way the campfires are able to turn into a wooden dock looking thing, so yeah. Alright, so there's the build. It's not much, but I do think it adds a nice little bit of spice to this whole world, so yeah, I like it. So let's just put a fishing rod in this barrel so we are able to fish from here later, and then we should be good. That's going to be about it for today's video. Please let me know if you enjoyed, and like and subscribe, because if this video gets pretty popular and gets a bunch of subscribers and views, then I'll definitely be motivated to make more like this in the future. But yeah, as I said last time and the time before, I have a lot of fun making these videos, so I hope to continue this series further and hopefully get some good gear, because I'm not very good right now. So yeah, see you in the next one.